Cables, cables, cables. Do we hate cables? Why do we have the system? When this is available, you drive your vehicle on top of a mat and it basically charges with an amazing speed. You just need to put this teeny peeny little box underneath your car, but then you can charge. Let's investigate how this goes. Hi, what's the name of the company? Momentum Dynamics. Where are you based?
Yeah, so Momentum Dynamics is based in Malvern, Pennsylvania, in the United States, which is just outside of Philadelphia. We have about 100 employees,
Yeah.
and we're installed on almost 100 buses now in the United States, which is a pretty large portion of the overall electric bus market there.
Yeah. So, but it's teeny peeny little small beginning. And so the basic idea is you have about 2 or 4 of these pads underneath a bus.
That's
and
right.
in the ground.
Yep. So
and
we
what
have,
speed can you then charge?
Yep. So we have a modular system. So we have each ground pad can do 75 kilowatts. So for like a 30-foot bus or a 40-foot bus, so like 10 or 13 meters, we'd install probably 2 pads for 150 kilowatts. For a much larger bus, like a 20-meter bus, we'd install 4 pads for 300 kilowatts.
Yeah. How much do I lose because of the wireless charging?
So between the 2 pads, there's almost no losses. It's like 99.9% efficient for the air gap transfer.
Yeah.
Most of the losses that we have in the overall system are from power conversion, so going from grid to DC to high frequency AC.
And back, and back. How much then do I lose totally in that whole track?
Yeah, so the overall efficiency is comparable to like a DC plug-in charger or an overhead pantograph.
Okay, so then the only thing we need is volume and to have smaller systems for inside the personal car. I mean, at the moment, these things, to put 2 of these pads in a bus is like 50,000 euro. Which is for a bus is okay, but for a personal car, what kind of pricing will we have in 3 or 5 years?
So I can't really say what exactly the pricing will be, but over time we will be taking the pad thickness down and the weight so that it can be installed and manufactured at a much lower cost for passenger vehicles.
Yeah. Will this be ever going to a personal to a passenger car? So like here, it's in Oslo in the Jaguar. It's built in, but I mean it's a demo project. It's too expensive. Or is it mainly for big buses, big industrial uses?
So over time, I think we will see this on passenger cars. Right now, where the technology's at, we're installing it where it generates the most value. So that's for fleet applications like taxi fleets. Commercial delivery vans. Over time, as we bring the cost down and we get integrated with more manufacturers, and I think you'll start seeing this for like garages and personal vehicles, on-street parking, those sorts of applications.
When did the company start?
Company's been around since 2009, so
you were early.
A little early to the EV market. Hard thing to time, but. Spent a lot of time doing research and development. Company's done a lot of projects over the years, kind of on a one-off basis. We've been commercially deploying our product since 2018.
Okay, so it's just been on the market. How has it been financed all that year?
We have
VC,
private family funding, as well as investment from some major strategic partners like Volvo Group.
Okay, wonderful. And let's talk to Elina. You're doing the European market. Where can we see projects like this in Europe?
The best examples would be here in Oslo. So all of the fifth gates and Stovner would have the charges at the taxi ranks.
Yeah.
And currently we have the fleet of Jaguars and also...
Yeah, we all know that example, but outside Oslo.
Oslo.
We all know that project and everybody thought it was exciting, but I haven't seen it in the Netherlands. There's nothing in the Netherlands yet.
Nothing in the Netherlands.
So which country do we have?
Gothenburg, obviously
Sweden,
in Sweden.
okay,
yes, Seoul in Holman Park.
Yeah.
And there we have Volvos. Again, taxi, commercial fleets. But there is another application, I believe.
You're from the UK. Do we have in the UK? Do we have some examples there?
It's St Catherine Docks in London,
Okay.
and that's Waitrose delivery vans.
Okay. Alrighty.
But you won't see them outside. They're in the warehouse.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of room for to grow.
Absolutely. That's
Okay.
why we're meeting the Transport for London
Okay.
in July.
Thank you very much. So I'll take a look at the Volvos and the Jaguars where they already have it installed. But this is a very promising technology which we all need.